Good morning, everyone. I can hardly see myself. The sun's shining from this way. I was going to do this a lot earlier and got sidetracked. Went to visit Mama and the baby upstairs. Oh my gosh, she's so cute and tiny and oh. My heart is in love. There's more love just developed and for a whole other little human being. Wonderful. She's doing really good. And let's get going here. I got my other little friend over there already in the mud, digging around in the mud. Yes. And yesterday all of my grandchildren were here. 3 of my children were here. It was and another was like a little adoptive daughter I have is cooked and this and that, also carrying around her second one, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, let's get going here.
Are you reading the Bible?
I am. We are in the Old Testament, in the book of Nehemiah. Four. And it's within the 3rd and 4th chapter. The overhead is the effect on the Jews' opponents. When Sanballat, Tobiah, the Arabs, the Ammonites, and Ashdodites heard that, there's a lot of names in here that are hard to pronounce. What happened? Heard that repairs to the walls of Jerusalem were going forward, that the gaps were beginning to fill up. They became very angry, and they all plotted to come and attack Jerusalem and upset my plans. Against the king's will, they were just accused of, oh, are you rebelling against the king? And now they're doing the same thing? You know what that's called? When people do that? Accuse you of doing something and then they're doing it themselves. You know what that's called?
I'm doing it all by myself.
It's called a hypocrite. New word for you? A hypocrite.
Maybe this could be the queen, and I could do.
Show the people your beautiful mermaid.
I
am. And the braids we made for her. Yeah. There. There. She is gorgeous. Yes. Okay, let me continue reading here. We, however, prayed to our God and organized a guard day and night to protect the city from them. But in Judah, the saying went, the strength of the carrier falters. The rubbish heap is so vast that by ourselves we cannot rebuild the wall. And our opponents said, they will never come or see a thing until we are in there among them. And then we shall massacre them and put a stop to the work. Also, why do people always work against each other instead of working together? Now when the Jews who lived near them had warned us 10 times over, they are coming up against us from every place they live in. Men took up position in the space behind the wall at those points where it was lowest. Bless you, my darling. And I organized the people by families with their swords, spears, and bows. But so they had to be told how many times until something happened? It's good to be prepared, right? Aware of their anxiety, I then addressed the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people. Do not be afraid of them. Remember the great and awe-inspiring Lord, and fight for your kinsmen, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your homes. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's why.
That's why?
I said that's why.
That's right.
Yeah.
Once our enemies heard that we were forewarned and that God had thwarted their plan, they withdrew, and we all went back to the wall, each one to his work. Oh, without a fight. They didn't have to fight because they were prepared. From then on, half my own retainers went on working, while the other half stood by. armed with spears, shields, bows, and armor to protect the whole house of Judah as they rebuilt the wall. The carriers, you're prepared, and you let your enemy know that you are not completely helpless, and often a fight doesn't even ensue because the ones that often attack are the cowards. I'm just saying, it's not always that way, but yeah, well, okay. It could be that way every time. People haven't figured this out yet. This is unbelievable. The carriers were armed, working with one hand and holding a spear in the other. Each builder had his sword strapped to his side as he built. Beside me stood a trumpeter. I then said to the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people, the work is great and widely spread out, and we are deployed along the wall some way from one another. Rally to us wherever you hear the trumpet sounding. Oh, our God will fight for us. Oh, there you go. Alarm system was also in place. Yeah, see? So someone can't necessarily wield a sword, but what? He can play the trumpet, and guess what that's good for? Okay, alrighty then. I'm good with that. And so we went on with the work from break of day until the stars came out. At the same time, I also told the people, let every man with his attendant spend the night inside Jerusalem. We shall spend the night on guard and the day at work. Neither I, nor my brothers, nor my attendants, nor my bodyguards ever took off our clothes. Each one kept his spear in his right hand. And that was number 4. I don't have my pen out here. Probably still in the bag. Well, there you go. Now, but then if there were a war, there would have been bloodshed. Well, as I said, sounds to me like when you have a good leader who says we're going to be prepared and we're going to take precautions, then a surprise attack isn't possible anymore. Yet we're still going to be continuing the work. Then they had the little alarm system just in case. No doubt they had a few people scouting out there to see, okay, is anybody trying to creep closer? Okay, just saying. And there's no need for. Yes? Well, anyway, I could talk a lot more about all this, but I think that, again, if you have to be on the defense because someone out there is on the offense, for most likely no great reason, okay, unless you're doing something wrong, then being prepared, right? Yes, you can still plow your fields while you're watching and saying, look here, I'm not completely defenseless. And as soon as one presents a picture like that, the people on the offense think twice about just coming in and robbing you, stealing from you, creating bloodshed, even in war. If a nation is on offense towards another nation and the rest of the nations immediately say, okay, this is not going to happen. So we're going to make sure that we're going to be a bigger enough defense than what the offense has got going, and then they're going to think twice. Yes? But if people are not united in that and everybody's just out for their own little well, I have to defend just my own, I have no time to, right? Then guess what? I'm just saying, it doesn't take a super brain or an Einstein to figure that out. Yes? And yet, I'm just saying. Well, that's all I have to share today. It's another beautiful day here. My garden's going. It's set up for right now. Just saw a rabbit in the yard. Didn't we? We saw a bunny hopping around and gone, oh. Now what are we going to do? That bunny's going to love all them vegetables. Now I have to rethink, do I want them in the ground or do I want to figure something else out? Do I want to put that boundary, that fence up so the dogs can't get in? Or should I leave it off so that the dogs can go and chase the bunny out?
We should leave it up and so the dogs can pee on it to make the plants grow.
Yeah. So So she came up with a good idea, or she told me that what her daddy does in the garden so that vermins don't get close. I'm not sure if that works or not. I'll have to talk to her dad myself. Is to take, and they have goats like we used to, take the goat manure and spread it around by the plants, and supposedly the rabbits won't touch it. Huh?
And now we got rid of our goats, so we just use dog poop.
You don't
now.
have goats anymore?
Nope.
No? Oh.
We got rid of all of it.
Yeah. They're a lot of work, aren't
Yeah,
they?
but-
Yes.
Did you eat yet?
Not me.
Do I? Did I? I'm not hungry.
You don't want eggs or anything?
No.
Okay.
No. Nope. Nope. I ate. She cooked. That's our cook right there.
But our friend
I ate so
Doug-
much yesterday. I don't want to eat anything today.
Well, my mom's friend Doug, who had a kid named Lola, that's my friend, and then Erica, that's her mom, and but now Erica and Doug got apart, and now and Doug is giving us some baby sheep.
You're gonna have sheep.
Yep.
I
now-
bet you, Mommy can't wait to spin some wool, huh? You can make
Yeah.
sweaters out of the wool of sheep.
Mhm.
Did you know that?
We have a sheepskin rug at our house.
You do?
We got it at Costco.
Sounds like Daddy doesn't want to buy that at Costco anymore. He wants to grow it himself, raise it himself. Well, that sounds great. I'd like to have some sheep milk.
Yeah, but we mostly get in the sheep to eat our grass.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Mhm.
And as I said, Mommy probably wants to get into spinning some wool and doing the whole kit and caboodle when it comes to that. I can just see her wanting to do that. Huh? Yeah. Well, you tell me how it goes.
My mom let me drink some of her coffee before
Really?
at my DD's.
Just to taste it?
Nope.
Yeah, you don't want to make that into a habit, okay? No, Mommy knows that. Just to have a taste is all right. Because caffeine is not good for a growing brain, okay?
No, I
And
think,
you're so smart. We want to keep it that way.
yeah, I think it was just, I don't think it had caffeine.
Oh, it probably was non-caffeine coffee. Oh, yeah, I could see your mom. I was just thinking. I
Yeah,
don't think I've ever seen her drink a cup of coffee.
well, she did.
That's Grosie's thing.
She did, but now she don't anymore.
Mhm. Yeah.
But she did.
Well, let's finish this up. Come here, let's say goodbye to the people. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you and embrace you with love. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye.